Welcome back to my Saquon Barkley player career here. I got some explaining to do as to why I am 2 games ahead of last episode. So, the really brief explanation for this is that my recording messed up. This doesn't happen much. I've been using this Elgato for the past year and a half, and I think I've had 2 or 3 videos where the entire file was kind of messed up. If you guys know, a couple of my videos have media offline. It'll just flicker on the screen for a little bit, but it usually goes away. With my last recording of this, it was there the entire video, so I just did not bother trying to, edit all those out or trying to upload it. It would not have been a good video. I wouldn't have been happy with it. The other thing I have to explain, I'm going to go over the stats here and of these games and stuff, but the other thing I have to explain is why it says I played this one game twice. The reason for this is because I loaded into the game with the controller I use for rebuilds, right? So I've said this before, but I have 2 different controllers. One is wired, and I use that for rebuilds. And one is wireless, which I use for pretty much everything else. The reason why I use the wired one for rebuilds and not for anything else is because it's broken. The left analog stick is broken. It's really fidgety. And sometimes I'll be running and it'll just juke me out of the way for no reason or do whatever, action the left analog stick does in any game. So I don't use that really for anything. I don't need it in rebuilds because literally it's just to move around and stuff. Move around, navigate the menus. I don't use it for any kind of gameplay and rebuild, so that's why it says this twice. I literally loaded in, realized I had the wrong controller. I turned it off and turned on my wired or wireless one, and it kicked me out of the game. So that's why it says I played that twice. But let's go over the stats of these. I'll show you what the team did. Andrew Luck had a pretty good game in this one. 316 yards, 1 touchdown. Did get sacked 5 times, which is a bit. Brett Hundley did actually not play too badly. 2 touchdowns, 179 yards, 4 sacks there, but his completion percentage was only 60. We had 140 yards on 3 touchdowns. Tariq Cohen actually played really well, 99 yards, 2 touchdowns. We also led our team in receiving, 7 catches, 64 yards, no touchdowns though. Jordy Nelson had a great game, 119 yards and a touchdown. Mohamed Sanu got a touchdown for them. I think there was another touchdown from the Ravens. Let me check it out real fast. It is from Cameron Brate. All right, he made his way over there. Tackles, CJ Mosley led the game. Zachary Orr led our team in tackles. 3 tackles for loss for David Harkey. This guy's a rookie. I went over their team and stuff. This guy's an 88 overall. Can I look at this now? No, I can't. Okay, I can't click on him there. But he had 3 tackles for loss, 2 tackles for loss for Brendan Williams, 1 from Cornelius Morris, Michael Pierce, and Tyus Bowser. So we did not get a single tackle for loss. But that guy also had 3 sacks. This guy looks like a very good player. I think he's an 87 overall. Jonathan Hankins had 1.5, Corey Peters had 1.5, CJ Mosley had 1, Rashad Holmes had 1, Zachary Orr had a half, and Grover Stewart had a half. And then I don't think there was any interceptions. I'll briefly go over this Dolphins game, but we won them both, which is always cool to see. This one was 41-20. This wasn't very close at all. Andrew Luck, 236 yards, 4 touchdowns. He's having a much better season than last year. I know a lot of this has to do with the sliders. I'll get to that in a second, though. Ryan Tannehill, 250 yards, 2 touchdowns, 1 pick. Not a terrible game for him. We had 209 yards. The reason for this is I think we had a crazy long carry, 45 yards. Okay, I think we had a few of those, honestly. The way that these sliders go for me is it's not extremely easy to run the ball. I mean, my stats are pretty insane right now, but I'll have a pretty average day. I'll have 80 yards or 70 yards on around 20-ish carries, a pretty, respectable, pretty average day, maybe a touchdown in there. But then I'll break off 4 carries for 30 plus yards, and it just inflates my stats like crazy. But that doesn't happen all that often. Sometimes I'll get a carry for 60 yards or something like that. It'll make my stats look a lot better. Gage Washington, 98 yards, 0 touchdowns. Not a terrible game. Not much from the quarterbacks there. Kenny Stills led the game in receptions, 8 for that. 73 yards for him too. We had 3 touchdowns from Jack Doyle. I kind of forgot about that. Marvin Babineau had a touchdown. T.Y. Hilton had 1. I think that's it. Actually, no. Devontae Parker got 1 as well. Sacks. Actually, why did I say sacks? I meant to say tackles. 12 tackles for Zachary Orr. He actually led the game. We had only 4 tackles for loss. C.O. Moore got 1. Jonathan Hankins got 1. And Dominican Sue and Raekwon McMillan also got 1. We had 1 sack from Grover Stewart, Sherman Shepard, and Jabal Sheard, and then a half from Jonathan Hankins and Corey Peters. I think we had interceptions. Yeah, we did. Okay, 1 from Clayton Gaithers. So what I was going to say about the sliders is after that episode I recorded, I changed the sliders a little bit. I'll show you guys them in case... I think I changed them, actually. I'm pretty sure I changed them at the end of the episode to make sure I remembered. I'm going to tweak them down a little more, though, just in case. 12. It was definitely not at... Okay, I'll keep it at 12. But I'm going to keep it like this. I'm pretty sure I changed them. Now I'm going to move that down a little more. But I think... What I did mainly was messed with their defense because I felt like Andrew Luck was throwing a little too well. He's playing really, really well right now. I feel like that's kind of not how he should be playing. He's a great quarterback, don't get me wrong. He's a very good quarterback, and my controller batteries are low. I'll have to switch that. He's a very good quarterback, but I mean, to go 5 games or 4 games without throwing, I think he's only thrown 1 or 2 picks. I don't know. I feel like it's kind of Kind of insane. But yeah, I made their defense play a little better, and I made our offense play a little worse. That's the game plan here. Now we have to take on, actually, the bye week. Yeah, okay, no, but we have to take on the Browns. I'll come back to you guys with their team. The Browns still have Deshaun Kaiser as their starting quarterback. He's an 81 overall. They also have Edwin Bartram. He doesn't look terrible, but he's only a 76. Duke Johnson's an 89 overall. He's not a bad player. Cameron Bates is their backup running back. Chandler Bledsoe is their starting fullback. Corey Coleman's an 86, actually not too bad. Martin Burson is their second receiver. And Deshaun Jackson's their slot guy with Eli Rogers here too. Almost an entirely new receiving core. Corey Coleman's the only one that stayed. David Njoku is a 92 overall. He's a very good tight end. Joe Thomas is still here. Hold on, they had an 83 rated backup. Rod Johnson, okay, he went up pretty well. Joe Petonio is their left guard. Joe Aragas is their starting center. Doesn't look like a bad player either. Kevin Zeitler's still here. They have a really good offensive line. They have a lot of depth on this offensive line as well. Daniel Burr is a rookie right guard, 81 overall. Their right tackle is their worst offensive line, but he's still not that terrible. 77 overall. Sean Coleman's here as well. Philip Farquhar. That's an interesting last name. He looks like a pretty good left end, though. 2 years of experience under his belt. 85 speed, too. Myles Garrett, of course, 96 overall. Fantastic player. Denny Shelton's still on their team in this, in this universe with this roster. Larry Ogunjobi is also there. Jamie Collins is their left outside linebacker. Sharif Belton is their starting middle linebacker. Christian Kirksey still the right outside linebacker. Jason McCourty, Brian Body Calhoun are still here. Kyle Fuller is a new player. Howard Wilson, Xavius Parker. What a name. He's there as well. Jabril Peppers is their free safety. Derek Kindred, who's up to an 87, is their strong safety. Caleb Sturgis is their kicker. And then Taylor Mulk is their punter. They do not look like they have that bad of a team, but they are 1-4. We're loading into week 6 here. 33 carries, 209 yards, a touchdown, and a long of 45 for us last week. 33 carries. Quite a bit. But I hope these sliders are more difficult. I hope I have less big plays, to be honest, because I think I'm currently on pace to have like 2,600 yards or something ridiculous like that. But that's actually alright if that, honestly, if that ends up happening, because then I'll most likely win an MVP. I should definitely win MVP if I have that many yards. But let's see if we can take down the Browns at home. Andrew Luck hit Jordy Nelson for a 9-yard completion on first down there. Let's see if we can pick up the first, though. On 2nd and 1, we should be able to pick up a first down. There we go. Did not get that many yards, about 4 or 5, but we picked up the first down there nicely. It's 3rd and 5 here. I have faith in Andrew Luck to complete this. Honestly, throw it to Jack Doyle. I feel like he'll get more open. Maybe I'll be open. I'm not that open, actually. Kind of. Maybe I can pick this up. Let me get to the first down. Okay, I actually trucked by somebody. I'll take it. Picked up like 7 yards there, I think. Not bad. 3rd and 1 here. Let's see if we can pick it up. Should be able to. That player is actually very good. Ogunjobi shed that block very quickly and kind of left no room for me to go anywhere. So we either punted or didn't make the field goal. Honestly, I didn't pay attention to what yard marker we were at. We could have just been, out of field goal range. Let's take another carry here. Danny Shelton, I kind of ran right into him. That was my bad. 5 carries for 5 yards. This is, a stellar start right now. Is he just going to run it? Okay, Andrew Luck's running the ball. Not bad. Picked up 17 yards on that carry. That was a productive carry. The name of this play is called Double China, so let's go with this here. Let's see if this will work. I kind of want you to throw it to T.Y. Hilton. Look for him. Let me block this guy. There we go. Not bad. Jordy Nelson actually caught it. Not a bad completion there. Almost a first down. I don't think we picked it up. Okay, 2nd and inches. The announcer literally just said it was another completion and another first down, so I don't know what that was all about, but let's see if we can pick up the first down. There we go. Good blocking there. I definitely juked. I thought I hit left trigger and the right analog stick over. My bad, I didn't. It's all good though. We picked up a good amount of yards still. I don't think I would have actually juked by that guy more than I think about it, but it's alright. I like the corner routes. This play works very well. Usually I have it thrown to T.Y. Hilton's side, but I'm kind of liking Jordan Nelson on the, on the longer, wider side of the field. Am I open there? He tried to throw it to me, I think. I don't think it would have given me, the opportunity to catch it anyway. Hopefully we make this field goal. Well, this play is going to work really well. Let me juke by Jabril Peppers. I couldn't quite do that, but it's all good. We picked up like 8 yards. Okay, 7, but it looked like a little more to me, to be honest. They're calling like goal line defense right here. Let's see. Throw it out to me quick. There we go. That worked out really well. I figured that was going to be pretty open. Nice job. How many yards did we pick up on that one? Okay, that actually counted as a rush. I'm surprised by that. I'm not sure how many yards we picked up there. Well, this draw is going to work really well. Can I get to the outside? I think I might be able to get a touchdown on this one. Let's see. Can the other safety catch me? He cannot. 46-yard touchdown. I get so many big plays, I'm telling you. These sliders aren't like the easiest things in the world, but just every once in a while, man, I'll just, catch a really nice run and go like 50-ish yards. That was 46, I think, but nice play. It's 3rd and 10 now. This happened really quickly. Literally 2 plays for 0 yards. That's all that happened so far. I'm going to actually make Jack Doyle the highlighted receiver. Let's see if he can get open. I think he got sacked. Yeah, he did get sacked. Larry Ogunjobi came with the sack. Hit Jordy Nelson on the streak. That's my plan. I've called plays like this a lot today, and I haven't been able to catch the ball, so I'm just going to block myself. There's no reason to even try. He's just going to run it. He might be able to pick up the first down. He didn't. He slid right before it. That was smart, though. He probably would have gotten destroyed if he, had it slid. Andrew Luck really has not been able to get much going so far. Pretty sure he's like 5 for 10 or 5 for 11 or something like that. Really hasn't had much success. But he keeps throwing it to me. I'm about it, because I'll keep getting receptions. 8 for 15. Okay, I was really wrong. He was 7 for 14 before, but only 59 yards. So our coach is telling us to go for it here. It's 4th and 6. On 3rd and 6, it was a really poor play. Just nothing really developed, and Angela kind of threw it too far in front of a receiver. But let's see if we can pick up this 4th down conversion. I'm actually really open. I can't call for the ball, though. And that's going to get picked off by Derek Kindred. Man, I wanted to call for the ball there. I would have been so open. I think this might be a pick 6 unless I can catch up to him. Can I catch up to him? I can't. Okay, so we took him down to the 6-yard line. I doubt we'll be able to pick this one up since Luck has been playing so poorly right now. But I don't know. Let's see what happens. Maybe we can. He's going to get sacked again, I think. Throw it away. Throw it. You got to at least get rid of the ball. Give one of your receivers a chance. Kyle Fuller comes up on the sack. Come on, Luck. You got to hit at least one of these crossing routes. Either Doyle or Boyle, my fault, or Nelson. Those names are so similar. It's annoying. One of those guys will be pretty open. I'm actually wide open. This could be a touchdown. I think this might be a touchdown unless that safety catches me. I'm trying to stiff arm him. Okay, that didn't work, but it's okay. We got down to the 7-yard line. Not bad. Let's see if we can score on this next play. Can I catch this touchdown pass? I can. There we go. I didn't even call for that one. Luck literally just threw it to me there. I'll take it. The defense cannot hold up. They just ran the ball and ran the ball and ran the ball, and it worked super well, and they just ran out the clock. They literally did exactly what they needed to do, and we lost this game. Deshaun Kaiser, 261 yards, 23 for 29. Nearly an 80% completion percentage. 0 touchdowns, 0 picks. That's a very good game from him. Andrew Luck made his day look a little better with that touchdown to me, but he did have an interception that was actually a pretty poorly thrown ball. I think that was actually supposed to be to me. That was probably my bad, but like it wasn't going to let me catch it. I can just kind of tell from the route. That was probably my fault though, to be honest. 146 yards on 34 carries from Duke Johnson with 2 touchdowns. That's a very good game from him. We had 116 yards and a touchdown. We still made out with a pretty good day on 15 attempts. Let's check out the rest of our team, though. I keep going to both. We had 5 catches for 63 yards and a touchdown, so we led our team in catches and receiving yards, and touchdowns. Jordy Nelson, 4 catches, 37 yards, and then 1 from a whole bunch of people down there. 2 sacks lit up from BJ Herring, 15 tackles for Zachary Orr, 11 from Terrell Basham. We had 1 tackle for loss for Jonathan Hankins, 2 sacks, though, from Jabal Sheard. That's not bad, and then no interceptions. We have to take on a divisional rival here in the Titans, who are 3-3. This is actually a pretty big game. If we lose this game, we're going to be in a much worse position. We have 3 divisional games coming up. The Titans, Texans, and Jaguars. The Jaguars seem like they're going to be the most important one. I hope we can beat them, but let's check out the Titans roster. I can't remember if I've already checked out their roster yet this season, but I'm just going to go with it here anyway. Marcus Mariota is still their quarterback. Derrick Henry is their starting running back. Kyrie Humphrey is their backup, though. Charles Brinker is their starting fullback. Corey Davis, a 92 overall now, is their starting wide receiver. Taywan Taylor is here. Rashard Matthews is here. So the same 3 guys, just in a different, order. Delaney Walker is still here, 87 overall. Johnny Smith is their backup still. Taylor Lewan's their left tackle. Quentin Spain is their left guard. Ben Jones is their center. Marshall Yanda is now their right guard. And Jack Conklin's still their right tackle. Do they still have Josh Klein? They do. So they still have all the pieces of their old offensive line. They just added Marshall Yanda, which is a huge upgrade. Daquan Jones is their starting left end. Jarrell Casey is still their right end. Robert Jokel is their starting defensive tackle. Bo Allen is here. Kevin Dodd is their left outside linebacker. Avery Williamson is still their middle linebacker. Scooby Wright's here as well. He's number 1. You see that? It's actually really funny. He's going to get some playing time too, because this team should have a 3-4. Barkevius Mingo is their right outside linebacker. Logan Ryan's their starting corner. Adoree Jackson's still here. Ross Gash is their nickel corner. So cornerback core isn't amazing. The top 2 guys are pretty good, but then it drops off pretty significantly to their nickel. Kevin Byard's their safety. Corey Holland is their strong safety. Ryan Suckup is their kicker, and Matt Bosher is their punter. I just skipped the intro by accident. That was my bad. I'm used to doing that in my 49ers Connect the Fantasy franchise. My fault. But it usually just goes over, like my stats from last week. And you guys, all saw how I did last week. My bad. Look at Scooby right back there. I see him. Number 1. Calling some skinny posts. I got a 5-yard carry on first down, so not a bad way to start the game off. But let's see what the team can do. Throw it to one of the posts. He's going to be so open. There we go. Jordy Nelson over the middle of the field. Catches the 28-yard completion. Jack Doyle's going to be open. Wait for him. Throw it. I just got destroyed right there. Actually, run that yourself. That should be a first down. There you go. May he throw this block for you. I got him. I blocked him. That was a weird animation. He picked up a 31-yard carry, though. Okay. Was that intercepted? Oh my, Scooby Wright picked it off. That is tragic. It's 3rd and inches now. Let's see if I can pick up the first down. I should be able to. Inside zone usually at least picks up a yard like every time. Can I make it? Okay, that was a very boring handoff, but it worked. I don't care. We got a first down. This has been a fairly defensive game so far. No points in the entire first quarter. Neither offense is playing too well. Start out with a run here. Oh, this run play looks pretty good. Get that block for me. There you go. Block that guy. No, can I make it? I can't make it around him. Kevin Byard tackled me. 7 carries for 56 yards, though, now. That made my stats look very good. Okay, somebody caught that. Is that going to be a touchdown? That was a touchdown. I don't even know who caught that. Was that Jordy? Nope, Jack Doyle caught it. Okay, I was just waiting for the announcer to say his name. Jack Doyle picked up the first touchdown of the game, but they came right back with a touchdown of their own. I don't think I've called this play at all in this entire series, but let's see what happens. T.Y. Hilton come up with a grab. I think they're sending some form of a blitz, but Jordy Nelson actually caught that one. I missed my block on the safety that I tried to go after. It worked out, though, in the end. 3rd and 5 here. Let's see if Angela can hit. I think Blunt's going to get kind of open. I'm going to keep T.Y. Hilton, though, as the highlighted receiver, but I think Blunt's going to be the best option. That actually got picked off again. Avery Williamson comes up with that one. He tried to throw it to Jack Doyle there. Andrew Luck is not making the best of decisions right now. We are at the 1-yard line. I think that was just a very good punt. I'm pretty sure that's what happened. I would like to pass it here because I think they're for sure blitzing. Let me see if I can get to the outside here. Okay. I meant to spin the other way. Doesn't matter. It worked out. We almost got a first down. I think we picked up 9 yards there. 3rd and 1 now. Almost at 2nd down. Oh, this handoff looks like it's going to work pretty well. That was a terrible pursuit angle taken from that cornerback. And I'm actually just going to run this into the end zone. I'm going to dive for some style points. And now, are we up? I think it was tied before that. It's going to be 14-7. We are indeed up. It's 3rd and 10 right now. We actually got the ball back, and the Titans did not score. So, we have a chance here. Let's see if Angela can do anything, though. T.Y. Hilton is so open, and he gets sacked. Again, I wasn't even looking at who I probably should have been blocking. I was just looking at the receivers. That was my bad. It's 3rd and 10 now. Calling some 5 wide. Let's see what happens here. I did not mean to call for that. I hit A because I think A popped up above me to like get by the corner there. That was my bad. I called for the ball. I hit A little too late. It's okay, though. They actually didn't score. I love this play. This play is so good. That little swing route, it works so well, especially in man coverage. We got another first down. Let's see if we can get this first down here. 3rd and 1. Let's get it. Offensive line block for a little bit. Let me try to just make my way through. Okay, I did. That is awkward. I don't know how I picked up that many yards. I picked up like 6 yards. That was strange. No chance this gets caught. Jordy Nelson caught that? Oh my gosh, Jordy Nelson is so good. What did that safety do? I'm not even sure, but Jordy Nelson, was that a safety or a corner? I don't know, but he just made him look horrible. Oh, look at the hole from the offensive lineman. That was amazing. I think Jack Doyle blocked really well there too. That was a very easy 9 yards. 3rd and 1 here. Let's see if we can pick up a first down and then potentially have this be the last play of the 3rd quarter. That's exactly what's going to happen here. I tried to spin back inside. I think it started to spin outside. That was strange. But we have 166 yards now on the ground. Our stats at the end of the year are going to be insane. Oh, this counter worked out brilliantly. Let me spin by this guy. Get back to the outside, maybe? I cannot. 182 yards on the ground for us, though. Wait a second. Wait for Jordy to get open. He's not going to. Jack Doyle catches the ball on 3rd down. Honestly, my main goal for that drive was just to chew a lot of clock. We almost got a touchdown, but it's alright. We should be able to get a field goal. The Titans did not score there, so that's very good for us. I'm just going to run the ball as many times as I can, try to chew as much clock as possible, maybe try to get over 200 yards. Let's see if I can do that. I think I have like 190 right now. 192. Jack Doyle, wait for him to break on his route. He's going to be open. Look at that pass from Luck. That was actually a really nice pass there. So I just ran the ball and called a bunch of really safe passes, and now we're at the 7-yard line. So let's see if we can get another touchdown here. Might be able to. This looks like an easy touchdown to me. Why not pad some stats again? I'm going for MVP this season. That's really what I want to do. I want to win MVP before anything else. That is going to do it for this game. The Titans actually managed to get another touchdown, but it was a bit too late. We won 31-17. Let's check out our stats. That actually 20 completions for 30 attempts for both these quarterbacks. 20 completions out of 30 attempts, I mean. Andrew Luck, though, 226 yards, 66% completion percentage, 2 touchdowns, 2 picks. Not a bad game. Pretty average there. 218 yards from us with 2 touchdowns. I mean, that's a bit ridiculous. Jordy Nelson had a very good game. 9 catches, 139 yards, and a touchdown. Jack Doyle had a touchdown, 5 catches, 58 yards. There was only 4 players that caught passes today. That's interesting. Jack Mewhort and Joe Haig each led up a 1 sack. But for tackles, how many we got? 7 from Corey Peters and Terrell Basham. No tackles for loss. Only 1 sack. A half from Cavante Yates and Jonathan Hankins, and we did not get any interceptions, but they definitely had some turnovers. Any forced fumbles? Rashawn Melvin and Jabal Sheard each forced a fumble, but Rashawn Melvin's the only one to recover one. I'm going to adjust the sliders. Once again, I kind of do this at the end of every episode. I'm going to try to mitigate the, huge plays that keep happening from me by perfect run blocking, if you know what I mean. Like, I'll just kind of swerve around and everybody gets blocked. I'm going to put the run blocking down to 5. If it's still too insane, I'll go down to 0. If it's still too insane next week, I will go down to 0. Everything else I'm going to keep the same because I kind of like how everything else played. Andrew Luck was not dominating, but he still did play pretty well. Threw a bunch of, pretty stupid interceptions. Honestly, I don't think he should have thrown those passes. And then, the opposing team actually scored relatively well when I thought they should have. Like, the Browns had a pretty good offense. The Titans, not as much. Honestly, their offense actually did not do as much. Actually, I think their offense was honestly better, but somehow it did worse. Whatever. Thank you guys very much for watching, and I'll talk to you guys soon.